Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If you watch me regularly, you might have heard me say this many times. In order to solve a problem, you have to accept objectively all the information or all the evidence available. You have to do it in a chronological way. Okay, you can't just discard and pick whatever you like and what you don't like. You just set to the side, and you have to start with the beginning. As much as the beginning is relevant to the issue, obviously. You can't start in the middle and ignore the beginning, because that means you ignore evidence. So we have here, sorry to say, the most important, how should I put it, diplomat that Europe has, Mr. Borrell, Josep Borrell. He is like Lavrov, the foreign minister of the European Union. Or like average Joe Blinken, or like Baerbock of Germany, foreign minister, or former, what's her name, Liz Truss of Great Britain. Average Joes, average at best, mediocre, that's what they are, which for me mediocre is even lower than average, obviously. So what do we have here? This guy makes some claims without even having, self-awareness. He lacks self-awareness. You don't sit down and say, okay, let me see what I did. Let me see what I am. Let me let me analyze, introspection a little bit, and then come with a conclusion, change this. Maybe I was not right here. Maybe I can change this. No, not at all. And when you go and negotiate, as a foreign minister, you have to be a diplomat. That means you take into consideration the other person's, point of view. You have to put yourself in his shoes to find his weaknesses or strength in order to manipulate or to work with the other side, however you want to take it. So let me show you what Borrell did. Ukrinform. This is the sorry ass guy. Here you have him. I don't know about you guys, but faces say a lot, okay? Anyway, Borrell on grain for Africa. He says Russia pretends to solve problem it creates. So European Union High Representative Josep Borrell commented on Russia's withdrawal from the grain deal, noting that it uses food as a weapon. So this guy, who imposed 12 rounds of sanctions against the Russian people and their country, he points the finger and accuses Russia as using the grain deal as a weapon. Now, is this introspection? Did he prove self-awareness? It's like you're a rapist and you claim someone else, picked a quarter from the ground. Oh, he's a thief! What are you again? Yeah. All right, here you have him. So the European Union imposed sanctions on Russia and on itself to punish them as a weapon. How do you call that? I'm going to impose sanctions on you so I can make your population have a lower standard of living, lose jobs, the economy tanks, the ruble is going to be done, and then the population would go with pitchforks and torches to the Kremlin and take care of Putin, as the Italians took care of, what's his name, Mussolini in Piazza di Milano, right? Is that what they want? I think so. Or how the Libyan people took care of Gaddafi. Again, those were Libyan people, some kind of Libyan people. Remember those scenes? This is what these guys hoped. This is what they hope for when they impose sanctions on Russia, on the Russian people. So the economy tanks, society goes like that, and then they will go and get the Kremlin by the cock or by the balls and squeeze them hard. And this guy talks about Russia using the grain as a weapon, when these guys have been using this forever with their dumbass sanctions. Sanction you, you do what I want, are you gonna, no, sanction, are you gonna, no, sanction. And unfortunately they sanctioned themselves, and the Russians retaliated with sanctions by themselves, on their own. So I just want to show you how this guy is just saying things that he is, how should I put it, more responsible of than the Russians are. The Russians can provide Africa with grain, with their grain, not the Ukrainian grain, which they said they will do. They will do it for free, they said, for a few months. Have you heard Europe providing anything for free but weapons and sanctions for free and stupidity for free? Remember, this is the foreign minister. Remember, this is in front of you to negotiate something. Remember, if, let's say this, imagine that this guy is your teacher, is your boss, and he thinks like that. What do you expect? That's why, my friends, the things are going so well when the government decides. That's why. You got people like this one, unelected officials, regardless if they're elected or not. We have many examples of elected officials who are dumb as a rock, but they're sleazy as sleazy balls. Anyway, I just wanted to point out how this guy sees the thing. You use that as a weapon. That's not a weapon. That is, I don't know what it is. Hey, what happened with the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines again? Not that, but anyway. Unbelievable. And this is it bothers me because I live in these kind of countries, and I look at it and I say, and you tell me that we are the good guys here, right? And I listen to this guy, and Blinken is the same, and I'm thinking, how are we the good guys? How are we the good guys? When you don't even think straight, like a normal human being, normal as the civilization we have, and it's cut by these idiots nowadays. How? How am I supposed to support? How to say, yeah, Blinken, I'm with you. I mean, if I dumb myself down and I don't want to do that, I observe what it is. These guys are mediocre individual in charge with a lot of power. And he has a lot of power. And where are we? Yapping around here, and you listen to me and I'm talking. That's good because we point things out, how these guys are just mediocre, my friends. That's what they are, mediocre. Don't think that the FBI, CIA, Department of Justice, and are some strange guys because the movies show you they are, wow. Again, there are people like less than you and I, let's put it this way. Thank you very much for being. They have something that we don't have, and that is the ability to suck a big thing. That's they have the ability, and kiss a brown ass, and cut other people's legs or stab them in the back. These are their qualities, and they tell us, "Oh, you be a good person." To be in the ass by these guys? No, thank you. I'm a very good person. I pay taxes to be in the ass, see? I don't keep my mouth shut, that's not good for them, but nevertheless. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.